Hi everyone, welcome to our PS4 review of Star Wars Squadrons. Please note that this is a review solely of the single player campaign of Star Wars Squadrons, as the multiplayer mode is not available till the official release tomorrow. For most players, the single player campaign mode is the place to start, as the options can be a bit overwhelming at first, and they are all explained step by step during the campaign. I felt as if I was just getting the hang of most controls when I completed the 8-hour story mode. Star Wars Squadrons lets you play an interconnected story between the Rebels and Imperials. This wonderful space shooter that is between an arcade and simulator lets you play with both sides' most interesting spaceships. The story starts shortly after the planet Alderaan has been destroyed, as can be seen in A New Hope. The story jumps between a newly formed republic and a weakening empire as you follow the story of the construction of a new republic warship called the Starhawk that would change the outcome of the war. Throughout the campaign, the game gives you a chance to get to know the characters of both the republic and the empire. But of course, as always, the empire is portrayed as the bad guys and the republic as the goodies, which works just fine. Each faction has 4 ships to choose from that all handle in a different way. You will get to choose between a high-speed interceptor, a support ship, a high-damage bomb craft, and a general purpose fighter. In the first missions, the game has a preset loadout assigned to the crafts for you, but once you get to the later missions, you get to customize the load of your craft by yourself. The gameplay is always in first-person perspective, and besides talking with your squad mates and checking the mission briefing in the spaceships, the missions themselves always take place in your cockpit. If you aren't familiar with space dogfight shooters, that can be a little bit difficult at first, but once you get to know how your health, shields, weapons and engines can be managed, you will have a very enjoyable experience. As a bit of a beginner myself, I started out playing the story on a low difficulty setting, and directly after completing it, I tried to test myself in the game's hardest difficulty setting, which was doable but a real challenge to complete the entire campaign. Completing a mission on this difficulty feels extremely rewarding, but from what I've seen in single player, I can't wait till tomorrow to test out the rest that the game has to offer. Star Wars Squadrons is a VR compatible game. You don't have to use a VR set to play it, but oh boy, let me tell you, if you have a VR headset, you will want to play it that way. You can use VR in both single and multiplayer, and besides looking incredibly good, it also gives you an advantage to players who don't play it this way. You have a 360-degree view of your ship and its surroundings. The only downside when using the PSVR that I can think of is that the resolution is a little bit too low, so that you don't see distant enemies as well as you would see them on your TV screen. I'm assuming that this would not be a problem if you're using a high-end PC with a better than a PSVR headset. Spaceship fighters have always been a niche in the gaming industry, and Squadrons is no different. I've completed the game on the second to lowest difficulty setting, and even this wasn't easy. EA did a good job though in giving you the option for a wide variety of difficulty settings, as easy mode can be played by players who are only interested in knowing how the story unfolds, to the incredibly difficult hard setting for most advanced players for a real challenge. In terms of graphics, the game looks good, but maybe a little bit below my expectation for a current generation console. The cutscenes and character models look good, I love the different beautiful locations you get to visit in this space adventure, and the ships and your cockpit look reasonable. This being an EA and Star Wars title, I would have expected a little bit more enhanced graphics though. The music and sound effects are of course something that makes Star Wars what it is. The laser beams and ships whooshing past your ship, the voice acting that really fits in this universe, and the instrumental music deliver exactly what I wanted to do. If you've missed flying an X-Wing or TIE Fighter, then this is the right time to immerse yourself once more in the Star Wars universe. Furthermore, I'm so happy that EA finally has made a game again without using microtransactions or a pay-to-win formula. Then, taking everything into consideration, I will rate the single player campaign mode of Star Wars Squadrons an 8 out of 10. I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you did, please do not forget to subscribe and leave a like. For now, let the Force be with you, keep the lights on, and keep away the dark side. Peace out and game on.